Hello, I am Anadiffin, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Endless Space. When we last left off, we had just gone through the initial few stages, about first 18 turns of the game, and a little bit of exploration. So I've sent some fleets down here, found out a couple of the homeworlds, Esther for Harmony, and also for the Carvers, Pictor. Unfortunately, at the end of the last game, last turn, the Harmony, this is pink, declared war on me. Probably because their homeworld is sitting right next to me, so it's contention of borders. Even more unfortunately is the score. My score is very low compared to theirs. I am not the lowest, but they are the second strongest in the game. So I really need to build an army, of which I currently have nothing. If you have a look at my fleets, I have no fleets. I have no military power whatsoever. I am worst in military power. I have a single colony ship. Hooray! So, first things first, I need to have a look at my assets. So, Empire screen. I have 4 systems. And what is their production value? I have water, which is quite high in production. Nice little system. I haven't quite got the Baron system, but these ones are building up to be a very, very nice little system. My home planet, however, is not very good. Light exploitation there. I'm going to try and colonise this other planet, get as much population out as possible, and really, really try and get my hero up to level 6, where his abilities will make my fleets very, very strong. I could begin to design some ships, but I wish to really try and get some of this other stuff first. I will... I'll cancel that. Try and get to 2 cruisers. A little bit of a larger ship, which is a good one to go for. See if I can do that before they start attacking me. I'll capture this system. Go for the larger... Oh heck. Excellent. I can capture it. I couldn't capture it because they had military fleets there. I thought they were actually going to attack me. Oh great. Horatio. Orange. It's not bode well for me. Let's have a look at the diplomacy screen. Yeah, they hate me. Carvers are neutral. They're neutral. Neutral. Fairly stable relations with them. That's good. The LAHAT system I've just captured. Again, get population up. Buy that out. Get all of these. And then probably science. So I really need to start pushing my science production. The more science I get, the more chance I have of beating the Harmony in this war. Because at the moment the Harmony will completely wipe the floor with me, because I have nothing. I have absolutely no fleet whatsoever. So, next turn. What I do have though is a nice bank of dust, so I could probably build a couple of ships. I will need to bump down this a little bit. I'd forgotten to check my tax rate, and everyone was a bit unhappy with me, probably because they're being overtaxed, and the event I had from earlier is no longer in effect. Thankfully, the fleet they're sending in is just a scout fleet, so I've no worries about that yet. They've given me a nice little bit of a warning, actually. I could really push my research into getting that. I then want dust retrieval, so when I win battles I will get dusts, which will allow me to build more. And start picking up a couple of these low-level researchers, just to ensure everything is fine. Yep, nice production. Finished the base of production there, which is good. Base of production there. I can now upgrade that population node. So I will do so. Exploitation's being done. Endothermic structures will go there. Endothermic will go there. Because more population means more of all my economic resources, which I am actually 4th in. This is good. I might be 6th overall, but I am 4th in FIDs, which is not good. I really want to be 1st, but what can you do? That is an invasion fleet. And well, it's not an invasion fleet, but it is a dangerous fleet. They have 5 ships there. I have none. So, what I need to do is go design some ships. I don't really care about defender ships, and I'll keep this. I don't really want the scout either. So, let's design a new ship. So, first of all, you need to select which class. At the moment, I have a grand total of 1 choice. Well, 2 choices. One is the transport, which has less tonnage than this ship, and costs the same. Great. But transport is primarily for taking, well, what module is this thing? The seed module for colonizing new planets. And that's its role. It doesn't need anything more than that. The first thing I'm going to get is the Corvette. The minus 20% weapon tonnage, that means that these weapon modules are less heavy, so you can fit more on. So, not there at all. This one. This is kinetic. So more weapons means more damage. Very nice. They are, however, one of the smaller ships. They have quite low health, but they also only cost 1 point. They're also going to take repair modules, so I will put on a repair module. This repair is pretty heavy, but being able to repair your fleet in battle and after battle is very useful. If you do not have that, you will repair slowly outside of battle, but a constant attack force of several attacks will mean that your fleet will just crumble under the pressure. You can get engines to increase their speed. Again, it's very heavy for what it does. Armour is very good for particular types of ships, things like aircraft carriers, well not aircraft carriers, strike carriers, which you can get from fighters and bombers. But to start with, I'm going to get a few basic modules. I don't know what they're equipped with, the enemy equipped, so I'm going to equip a Omni Shield, so deflectors, shields and flak. Flak take out missiles, shields take out beams, deflectors are defense against kinetics. I now can select which weapon to go for, either kinetic, beam or missile myself. To start, I generally love kinetic. I love putting melee kinetics on and putting as many guns on as possible. As you see, they're very, very lightweight and they've got a decent military power. Beams, I generally like going for medium range, and missiles go for long range. This is back from before Disharmony, when that was how it worked. Missiles were long range, beam were best at medium range, and kinetics were best at the melee, close, short range. They still like providing that same sort of information. I used to go a lot from beams, and for this fleet I will go beams, due to, I believe, the enemy have fairly low research. I haven't got that much research, so but initial research is always kinetic. I will show you that in a second. I'll take this as a beam ship, very lightweight ship, not much defences, a little bit of repair module, but it should provide me a good defence. It is fairly cheap, which again is very, very important. So this ship, I will call it Astute. And as I'll show you a bit here. See here, you get them initially. Yeah, it takes a few turns to get up to these, and I believe these will just be, well, these will probably be the initial sort of ships. ships they have created, which will just be kinetic, and with kinetic defences, it's unlikely they will have built advanced ships just yet, because they could have upgraded them, but Harmony, if they were another race, Harmony, however, cannot change and upgrade their ships, so as soon as they've built them, that is the ship stuck. It is a bit of a weakness I've found with Harmony, that they are unable to upgrade their fleets at a later point and change their loadout. So this ship was an 85 production, which, let's have a look. Closest thing is Water, which can produce them. It takes 2 turns to produce. However, how much do they cost? I could, however, buy quite a few instantaneously, which is in fact the exact thing I will do. I can buy 3. Thankfully, the fleets have not stayed here, and have moved on. I say thankfully because now it gives me a chance to build more. Very, very important to try and get my fleet as large as possible before I try and attack. They will begin to siege me. This will cause unhappiness problems. For now, I'm really, really trying to just upgrade my fleet. In fact, I could have waited a little bit and got cruisers, but no matter. That will be next. That'll be next turn, I believe. Fantastic! An event which can give me a huge amount of dust. A new colony ship, which I normally quite like, but I need war. And 1 technology. What is technology that we'll probably randomly discover? Is there any of the yellow ones? I'll probably pick one of these. So I'm going to go for the dust. I'm going to go for that next turn. And here we go. The invasions have begun. Thankfully, they have no invasion fleet at all, so it's going to take them, well, forever to actually invade those systems. Importantly, though, I need to create the fleet and put in the commander, the pilot. So he's now going to blockade the system, so when this fleet arrives, he will destroy it. And I have now unlocked the next class of ships. See, happiness has decreased a fair bit from this system. If I hover over that, they are very unhappy from expansion disapproval, something I do need to fix. And also they are blockaded and sieged, a huge minus there. So expansion disapproval will be reduced from here, so I'll actually go for that next. Minus 20% expansion disapproval. Not amazing, but it will definitely help improve the happiness of my population. Get 2 more astute class corvettes. And destroy this fleet. So, this is the battle actions. So I get to pick a long range one. I am beam, so I want to defend. This is armed with kinetic deflectors as I thought they would be, which is fantastic for me because they are also melee kinetics, so they're going to do very little damage to me. My deflector is the highest my defense, so I will be able to shoot. I will be able to defend this from this attack quite readily. In fact, I'm going to put all this in, just a little bit of defense, improve my armor points. So, we've currently got, what is it, 450 hit points I believe it is? Can I see? We have no armor. So I will actually use their armor. I don't need to do this, they've got absolutely no defense against beam. If I go manual, I can actually view the battle and watch it play out and change these during time, but I quite like to actually do it this way. It makes me feel like I'm just ordering my ships to do the battle actions, and I'm not trying to change anything during the fight. I'm observing, I've placed the order. The manual battles also take a very long time, about 5 minutes apiece, so fantastic, he is now level 4. In fact, because he is now level 4, I'm going to give him abilities. So we're going to do for defense, veteran, which is basically one of everything, and then tinkerer. Tinkerer is very nice because it gives basically defense and offense with missiles. It's kind of handy. But the main thing is I'm aiming to go for these huge bonus to damage and defenses. What I believe makes the pilot so unbelievably powerful to everyone else. You may have noticed I actually gained some dust from defeating that battle, so I've been able to build 3 more astutes, which will bring this fleet up to the maximum of 7. It will allow me to completely shatter the defences from these 2 enemies. So upgrade that fleet. This fleet is now colossal compared to theirs. However, they have a lot of fleets inbound. So I'll go clear out this one system at a time. Blockade, so they cannot escape either. And I've updated this planet. Happiness is pretty low across the board, actually, apart from one system which it isn't. Curious can not expand yet. Oh, it can colonise. I will colonise the lava planet. It just made them more unhappy. A little bit more here. What I do want to do now is try and push out. Actually, no, I don't need to do that just yet. What I'm trying to do is get some more happiness and destroy this first fleet. Again, no defences against my shields. I'll probably be able to destroy this with minimal, if any, damage at all. Yep, effective damage, none. They didn't hit me at all. My defences did blocked everything off. To make that even more effective, plus 125 defence on fleet defences, which I believe, if I go over to the ship design, modify it, each one of these gives 200 defense, which I think absorbs 200 damage per module. I'm putting 125 onto that, so a huge bonus to defense. Shields, it's actually lit, and flak only has 60 defense, so I'm not entirely sure how it works, but whatever it does, it makes them very tanky. Now I'll move over to this system, clear that out, and already everyone is getting a little bit happier. I'm going to take them off strike and put them to unhappy, which will make them expand quite a bit quicker. Although this is a trade route thing, it also has the minus 15% upkeep, which will reduce the cost of upkeeps on system. Not very good now, but if I get it early, it will help in the long run. All systems, and also colonise that planet. Do that instantaneously. So now I'm still 6th. The Harmony are actually getting a lot stronger and pulling right ahead of me. And my Fits is now down to 5th. My Science is 4th. This is a very bad situation to be in. If I cannot pull ahead, then I'm going to have difficulty expanding. That guy isn't very good. I'll dismiss him. In fact, if possible, I would like to purchase a new hero. Which I can't because it's too expensive. No matter. But after this fight, I will be able to do so. going to be a little bit tougher. They've actually got... Are they? Yeah, it's got a couple of cruisers, I think, in there. Or are they... I'm not sure. No, hit points. Hit points 450, that's just... They're two different. They've got a destroyer and corvettes in there. So again, I will just keep up fairly on the defensive front. It's all melee kinetic, so... Defense, deflector efficiency. Do this. Lost a little bit of hit points this time because there were 5 of them. I completely flattened them during this battle. And this one will, similar to that, increases weapon damage by a considerable margin. There's still a second fleet there, and they're bringing in fleets to attack my homeworld. Not something I approve of. Next, in my research, I am getting that reduced expansion disapproval, and also allow me to go through wormholes. Then more happiness, and I think I will go improve the amount of tonnage I can have on each ship. And I think push right out for the invasive infrastructures as soon as possible. Because as you saw, this ship costs, how much was it? To buy out 151. Invasive infrastructures, if I can build on each system, gives me 250 dust. The construction effects there is only while it's being constructed, and it only takes 5 turns to build. So they'll be unhappy for 5 turns, but then I can actually build one of those corvettes each turn from each system, which is very powerful. So I'll be able to build up, at the moment, 5 per turn, plus, well, I only get 20 a turn at the moment. But I really need to try and clean my forces, try and clear out all these enemies. And someone has just discovered the expansion over there. You see, my fleet is repaired because they have the repair modules. Normally it would take a couple of turns to repair, but those repair modules coming in handy, clearing them out as quickly as possible. I'll now move right back to my home system to try and prevent them from invading me. Unfortunately, they have now moved an invasion fleet to LAHAT. I may well not be able to clear them out quick enough from this system because there are... is that 3 fleets? 3 fleets, that will take 2 turns. I think I'm going to lose the LAHAT system. Don't think there's anything I can do about that. Apart from prepare and do a large counterattack. Planet, build that there, more production on all my systems. This more production will mean more science being converted from industry to science. But yes, I believe I am going to lose the LAHAT system. I will attack these ones again. Keep up with the engineering. It seems to be working. They've got no defences. So all I've got to do is just try and keep my guys alive, which is working admirably. Ivan again has leveled up. Combat is very, very effective for them. This one, I'm going to reduce the enemy accuracy. Make sure I don't get hit. My ships are quite squidgy, so I want to ensure that I'm going to be able to kill them as quickly as possible. It'll take 2 more turns. Yeah, I am going to lose the LAHAT system. Unless I build up a second fleet. Which, looking at my population is unlikely to do so. I can't get those after strike, so I won't bother. Infinite supermarkets keep everyone very, very, very happy, actually. Build up more population. I think what I will do, I will let them capture the LAHAT system, then clear them off, take it back, go back to the LAHAT, and actually let them take the LAHAT system, destroy their fleets, and then just go straight for Estra. It's going to take a while to capture. I think that is probably one of the most effective ways to do it. I will need to design a siege ship though. So funds are now also surrounding me, but I'm at war with Harmony. They still have no defences against shields, so put the shields up and make field to defend against their melee kinetics. Then destroy them before they even reach it. I do the most damage at the medium range, so that is to be expected. They did a minimal amount of damage, but that will be repaired next turn. And the hero once again gains a rank. His upkeep is now increasing a fair bit though, but I have good dust income. My science is advancing, slowly but surely. This is an issue. They're now going to invade me in 6 turns, and that in 3 turns. I can clear them off in 6 turns, but this could be an issue. I wonder how much the cruisers would cost. Though my astute class is pretty powerful, so I'll keep it up for the moment, but it is something which bears consideration. Excellent, I can now build more things on each ship. Again, destroy the Harmony. I really need to try and clear out them from my home planet. I won't lose if they take the home planet, but it is a very good system. Not the best. If I go to my empire, my best is really the Gano, the Vicarious and Fortress. Terrace is actually quite low. But I definitely do not want to be losing systems when it's not necessary. Next turn though, I can destroy that fleet which is invading me. Now I'll actually move on to the veteran skills, which give them just a bonus improvement across the board. And I'm really aiming for these things like Dust Harvester, gives me a lot of dust per enemy command point destroyed. Very, very handy. I can, in fact, afford another fleet. But I will see if there's another hero. I don't want that hero, so I will expel him. Don't ever want him again. And, military is 7th. Ooh dear, I'm 7th now on Empire, 6th on Fids, 4th on Knowledge. This is not good. I'm going to get a new pilot. An admin pilot is one of the weaker ones, but I find pilot so powerful that it's going to be worth it. And in fact, I'm going to put him on one of these systems, I think. Probably not Gano. Can I cannot, because I'm being blockaded by assault, I can't build the Hyperiums there. So in fact, I'm going to place him on the Gano system and build ships. In fact, first I'm going to modify them and put a little bit more defences on them. But I can only put one each deflector and a flak. Not much of an improvement, but it will improve them a bit. It will make them more expensive. That's all that. They're doing well at the moment. I won't bother upgrading them. So I'll just build up a larger fleet to start with. And the second fleet, yeah, I've lost LAHAT. No worries about this, I will just kill them. They've got no defences whatsoever. And victory is mine. Move over to the LAHAT system for a counterattack, but I have lost that system. Even if I got there this turn, I'd have to destroy all 4 fleets to prevent that from being invaded. Upgrade there. And this guy already has gained a couple of ranks, just because I've been spamming out production. In fact, I will get a little bit on. These aren't particularly useful, but they're very useful to find out who is coming nearby. It's a scouting measure. I'm working well towards the invasive infrastructures. And then I think... No, I think... Can I? 17 turns to get dreadnoughts. Quite a way off, actually. So... No, I will get... some improved defences. An upgrade to some slightly improved siege modules from the original ones. Because these stack that 10%, so the larger the ship, the faster it invades, really. Get those ones, get those. And also point defences against enemy fighters. Really I feel that the flak and the point defence should be the opposite way around. Point defence missiles, flak against fighters, but there we have it. Flak was first the fighters, and that were added in with Disharmony. And the names still stand. Again, keep it all on the engineering. I don't need anything special to try and break through the defences, because it's all shields. They have no defences against my beams. So all it is, keep myself alive. I take 17 damage on one of my ships. There we go, 0.5 loss on that ship. In fact, I'm not even sure if it's showing it. Planetary landscaping, excellent. More food on all my planets. In fact, this one is almost full. Actually, can I? No, I cannot explore the moons just yet. That's very good if, once you explore the moons, you get more and more food. But I haven't explored the moons. Your system is still doing well. I'm going to get a couple more there. 2 turns, and then I'll move the second fleet out and help start taking the systems back. I haven't designed an invasion ship yet. Invasions come later. It's always best to have like a dedicated invasion fleet than trying to put them in normal ships. So your normal ships can clear the way and do all what is needed. But don't get it up to the full 7 and then move it out. Again, defense, all no shields, so keep my guys alive so they won't take any damage. And they all gain rank there, getting even stronger. A fully upgraded rank 10 ships are incredibly powerful. The destroyers get about, just for corvettes, have almost as much life as a dreadnought, so they're pretty strong when that occurs. So that's the veteran. Next is cyber skilled, which gives me an additional upgrade point. Quite handy, really. still doing quite well. In fact, now everyone's happy, so I'm going to bump it down to... I'm going to keep everyone fervent for the improved research. And in fact, that is going to work very well with this, because you get... when a system is ecstatic, you get 10% across the board, which is very, very handy. I actually probably need to design my invasion ships now. And turn, because I want to my invasion ships before I upgrade my army to, not my army, my planets to invasive infrastructures, which is going to be 3 turns away. Change the pilot to put in... Oh, I cannot assign him to the fleet just yet, because he has only just moved. That system, it takes several turns before they can move from place to place. So let's see, it's 2 more turns. That'll be fine. By the time these guys get to combat range, he will be ready to move. Let's move them over there. LAHAT system, I'll continue attacking. Keeping up with engineering. Oops. See, I've lost a little bit of health on this ship. 60. See, getting through, and goodness me, what happened there? Oh, it's destroyed someone. See, now they've got defences, and nothing happened. I should have observed that first and changed my modules accordingly. So my fleet is no longer working with beams. That early advantage is now gone. However, now I have cruisers, so I'm going to take a cruiser. Let's pick siege modules. How long is it till I get the next siege module? It is quite a few turns away. Well, not a few turns, it's going to be a few turns because of that. So, in fact, I will design... Yes, I will design them. Design a new siege ship. And this will be the Bulwark. Quite expensive. Huge siege though. And that will improve later with better modules. So they could take a couple of turns to make. In fact, they have almost 2,000 siege. If you see there, the enemy have for 3 ships, and theirs is only 1,200 siege. My fleet is going to be very strong. In fact, we're going to get full 3 ships, and then I will be able to use that to invade enemy systems. I will probably send them out one at a time, though, to attack as many fleets as possible. So really only need 2, because I only got 2 fleets. You don't ever want to send them out alone, otherwise they will get destroyed. So with my invasion fleet being produced, excellent. I just might move my fleet along there. That will be built next turn, so I won't upgrade that. More happiness. Don't need that just yet. This happiness is a very strong one, keeps everyone very happy. More happiness, more dust, more science, more everything. Continue smashing these ones down. These ones have a minimal amount of shielding, so again I would just do a bit of defense. In fact, I haven't unlocked my beam one yet. I need, for the beam, I needed this research down over here. This one. Improved beam damage. Oh well. It's still working. So, hero gets a bit more defense. Improved beam damage. Should have really had that earlier. Oh well. And then dust abilities. No, not dust abilities. What am I doing? Oh, it's Dust Wielder. I need Dust Wielder 2 to get Harvester. Right. It takes a little while, so what I'll in fact do, I'll improve the defences, more defences, to keep my ships alive. Because if a ship doesn't die, it gets more experience, and can just continually crush my enemies. And this ship out by itself, one thing you may notice is that the smaller ships are faster. This is very annoying, because it means that my invasion ships will move at a different rate to the defence fleet. But that will change once I build dreadnoughts. This hero can now be assigned to this fleet. And the next bulwark siege vessel can go this way. Now I'm actually sending in more and more fleets. This is being irritating, because I can only kill one a turn. Defenders, still no shield defense on these guys, just there's some of the other classes which have it. But they are breaking through my defences now. And this is a small issue which I would like to address. Now I am on invasive infrastructures. Research, so that will be bonus to dust production and allow me to begin the steamroller process. Discoveries when discovered. What would it? Oh goodness, it would probably be something like that. I think this one, lots of happiness, can quickly get past that minus 1000 dust. 1000 dust though I want to get rid of. So, use this way, spend it all. Upgrades I don't really need. So I will lose 1000 dust next turn, but I only have 29 to lose, so... Oh, there will be more once I've defeated this fleet. They managed to... They all died, but they managed to survive. Odd. Some things are a little bit odd in the game in that respect. Again, my hero has leveled up, which is absolutely fantastic news, so he's getting even stronger. These fleets now have no chance of defeating him. It's a huge defense. These guys are losing a little bit of health though, which is cause for concern. Oh, I didn't get any dust. Odd. Anyway, I think with invasive infrastructure coming up next turn, and me really winning the war on this front, pulling up to rank 6th from 7th, I'm still 4th in FIDS, and I'm now 5th in knowledge. An issue, but something I will be able to resolve soon with the rapid expansion of my empire at around about turn 40. So, until next time.